night on ESPN. (30-11). DiVincenzo has a hot hand in game 4. Minnesota leads somebody to get a hot hand. Reed and Randall play catch. Shot clock at 5. DiVincenzo right back to Randall. Extra pass. Shannon from the corner. Got it. This kid is 4 for 17 in the series, but he's knocked down a couple already. Alex Caruso with his first minutes. Naz Reid as well from Minnesota. Both these teams have relied on their bench. Thunder very deep on the bench. Good defense there from Wallace. Randall goes again. Kicks it out in the corner. DiVincenzo checks the seams and hits the 3. He's become the villain for tonight. Misses that jumper. Crowd delights. Edwards with yet another rebound. He's got already 4 of those to go with the 12 points. Mason Wallace trying to defend Randall in the post. He wants the ball. Little zone defense from OKC. Naz Reid tries a 3. That's good. Naz Reid. Dort will try another high arcing 3. Off the mark. Edwards with 9 rebounds to go with 20 points, 4 assists. Randall lost the dribble. Edwards drives, goes inside, reverse. NBA all-defensive team this year, did last year. There's so many good defensive players right now in the NBA. It's hard to make an all-NBA defensive team. Shot clock at 5. Edwards to McDaniels, lines up a 3 and knocks it down. The coach of the year. Also coached in Germany and Belgium. He has been everywhere. This has been his life. A very good Division II player from Franklin and Marshall. This is what you call filler information on a broadcast. As DiVincenzo, you don't usually do it with 10:45 remaining. Here in the 4th, Randall off one leg, banks it in.
Hartenstein with the floater, that's a patented shot. Jalen, the pull-up jump shot, his patented shot.
Edwards leaning in, well defended by Dort. First team NBA all-defense for Lou Dort. Conley inside, poked away. Ball caroms back out. McDaniels knocks down the 3.
But they're out.
Alexander Walker to inbound with the long arms of Holmgren. Conley. Caruso and Wallace, 2 terrific defenders. The Thunder roster filled with big-time defensive players. Naz Reid, left hand, nice soft bounce.
And that's the same.
On him here, the spin move, kicks it out. He's triple team McDaniels, and they can't get the 3 to go now. Naz Reid the rebound, shot clock at 5. Layup blocked by Holmgren. Reid catches it. DiVincenzo a 3, puts it in.
This quarter, and the Warriors add 2 more points. 3-point game. Edwards probing. And now Randall finds Conley. Edwards open for 3. No, gives it up. Butler closed. And Conley hits another one. This is second. Minute 37 remaining. First of the last 2 minutes. Made it side out. Next to a put Minnesota to the line. Edwards gets the switch. Now the double. And Randall for 3. Late clock. And he buries it. Game 7 against Houston. 33 points. He made 9 3-pointers in that game. Tied a playoff record with Dante DiVincenzo. And then Hill backed it up with 24 points in game 1 of this series. And made 5 threes. Gobert gets it inside. No contest. It's one of those good news, bad news stats. Edwards. Randall offensive board. Put back. Almost as Kuminga hits a 3-pointer. Ball control for Minnesota. They're starting to feel it here at Target Center. They're waving goodbye to the Golden State Warriors. Minnesota is formidable. Since March 1st, they've been one of the best.
This last 4 seconds of the opening quarter. Inbound to Alexander Walker. 3 seconds left. He drives and scores against Draymond Green.
Not nearly as good finishing, going right to the rim.
Fields 3 off target. Randall rebounds. 5 boards, 17 points. Julius Randle in the zone right now. 3 for 3 from three-point range as well. McDaniels on the back down. Now Butler switches out on to Julius Randle with a shot clock at 6. Randle gathers, launches, and scores with 1 on the shot.
Up a couple of offensive opportunities off the glass, but they are really beating up Golden State on this end.
Randle with a catch. Green on him. Green will let it fly and hit another one. If you're Chris Finch. Randle's got to get it in. They do just in time. Edwards. Reverse layup is good. Anthony Edwards has come up with that hamstring injury suffered in game 1. They managed to win that game. Had a healthy lead when he went out. Got blown out in game 2. And a 6-point lead here in game 3. Will be reevaluated on Wednesday. Edwards rises up. Butler around the screen. Drives, goes at Gobert. Missed another layup. Cleared by Randle. Edwards up the court. And Butler will greet him at the three-point line, so Edwards backs away to the logo with a shot clock at 10. Minnesota up 3. 7 to shoot. Edwards to Randle, swing it, McDaniels fires and nails it, swishes home at 3. And
Anthony Edwards, but you see Draymond Green with the quick help.
Got to get a shot up. Julius Randle guarded by Green. Randle kicks it out to the corner, and the three-pointer is good. No question, they need a win before this series goes to Chase Center in San Francisco. They'll continue to play every other day through Game 5. Which means the Warriors will go 10 consecutive games of every other day. It was a tough task for Golden State as Alexander Walker.
Very unhappy with that. There's no excuse with giving up a one pass ahead, carry it to the rim layup off a made basket. That's just a lack of effort on Minnesota's part.
Conley working with Randle again. Now Randle drives it with his right hand. McDaniels. And McDaniels scores with the left.
After that timeout.
Jonathan Kuminga, 1 out of 2, gives him 18 points. He has tied a playoff career high for points in a game. 50 seconds to go. Randle backing down Jackson Davis. Randle fires Alexander Walker to DiVincenzo. And DiVincenzo looking for help. Ball's loose. Randle secures it and scores. As Jackson Davis goes in strong with the jam. Now you just wonder how that burden is reflecting on these players trying to at least win a game and stall as long as they can to get Curry back. As Randle trying to playoff game when it's this tight, as DiVincenzo missed it. But the Warriors need him tonight. Another offensive rebound sets up a second chance for Minnesota. Looney out on Edwards. He gets a step. Edwards drives and scores. And the
Curry is up the Mavs. And this will be his first Laker appearance here in a must-win situation. Alexander Walker. Reed is on top. Doncic, the cutting Alexander Walker with LeBron on him. Shot clock at 5. Look at the twirling Reed. Get the feed. And cutting for the Wolves. We've been talking about this offensive rebounding category. They've only got 2 second chance points off those offensive rebounds. Minnesota, though, in the bonus now already. 8.5 to go in the first half. In the corner, Conley, 3. Look it. Nice shot by Mike Conley.
Luka needs to start fabricating stories of people talking to him. He needs to turn into a different guy.
For the motivation.
Yes, for the motivation.
Or just the chip on the shoulder. Here's Edwards. Doncic there. Shot clock at 5. Edwards. Alexander Walker will penetrate and feed, and Gobert is there down low. Edwards on top. Here comes Doncic. That's a 3 off. Rebound. Gobert kicks it out. It's Edwards down that baseline. Out to Alexander Walker. And now to Edwards. Shot clock is down to 4. It's Randle. Reeves will defend. Randle inside. Off balance. Got it!
Now listen, this gives you more shooting with Dorian Finney-Smith, more spacing. But obviously, Luka loves that target.
Shot clock at 6. Edwards against Doncic. Gets into the paint. Little sidestep. Got the good, bounces around and drops through.
Ball, keep giving offensive rebounds. That 4-point lead is going to go to down 4 over a course of time.
Anthony Edwards fires cross court. McDaniels, good catch. Back out Randall. Another three-pointer. That's good. Julius Randall. Chimora, his second three-pointer. He's in double figures.
Chris Finch exasperated at the lack of communication between Rudy and Julius. The prior possession, you did it right, but that one you do it completely wrong.
No fouls to give here for the Lakers. Randall's had a superb first half. Looks up at the clock. Puts up a three. Puts it in. Julius Randall drills the 31 minutes and the lead back up to 9. Edwards on the drive, kicks it out, deflected by Randall. Well, fortunately for the Timberwolves, Reed right there. DiVincenzo high off the glass, nice scoop layup, took a couple of bounces. And Doncic and James have played so far the entire second half. Hachimura once again switched up on Edwards. Leans in, little sidestep, knocks it in.
Before Julius Randle is ready.
James back in. Alexander Walker catches, fires, and hits. Doncic guarding Edwards. Edwards between the legs, kicks it back to Randall. Randall drives hard. Alexander Walker. DiVincenzo flips it up and in. Great ball. Hachimura greets Randall at half court. Randall back to Edwards. Edwards looking. James on him. Edwards drives, gets inside, layup, banks it home. Anthony
works on the taller McDaniels. Outside, Reeves, with a rebound by Rudy Gobert. And here come the Wolves, who've won 4 consecutive games overall and 9 of 10. They're peaking at the right time. Coming in as a 6th seed, Hachimura will watch Conley. Now the switch with Randall. Driving at Hachimura.
He's like a test. Up to 18.
Doncic, he never seems rushed on his shot, does he? Just
he plays at his own pace.
He does. 7.5 to go in the half. Randall now facing Goodwin on a second consecutive possession with a bump and a foul. Julius Randall on caught and foul.
LeBron is absolutely in a groove right now.
Terrence Shannon is in the game for the first time. That's deflected by James, picked up by Randall. He'll swerve, he'll drive, he'll fire, and hit. Julius.
Also, too, offensively, if you're Chris Finch, they're loading up on Anthony Edwards when he's catching the ball up top, especially with LeBron.
LeBron was down after the collision with Randall. Julius has it right now. Hachimura wearing another kind of mask. Here he took it.
Edwards coming in as the inbounder. DiVincenzo. Here he is off the wide action, and DiVincenzo holds it and laces the deep three. Dante. This is where Minnesota's got to be really strong on the offensive end. You got this lead. You're not going to keep pitching a shutout on defense against the Lakers. You have to be good on offense. DiVincenzo inside. Got it to go off glass. Wow. That could potentially be crippling for the Timberwolves. Randall going to do a little bit more heavy lifting at that end of the floor. Not as a result, Minnesota basketball. Randall isolated against Reeves. LeBron comes with the double and held. Good catch by McDaniels. Little sidestep, little afro step into the paint.
Amazing. But I was saying too, it was your call that made those moments even greater, as they were as great as it was for Ant, because he's had a bunch of great dunks. It was your call of that play that makes it really special for our fan base.
Appreciate that, brother. Here's DiVincenzo. Swish.
And then it ends up in Sheboy's hands. Sheboy's had a nice game.
Edwards. Clock winding down. Penetrates in the lane. Put it up with the left.
This run for both of these teams. Brooklyn will go home to host the New York Knicks. Of course, Minnesota has Utah here. Third quarter like they had last night in Memphis would be nice.
No question about it. There's a nice look. Edwards to McDaniel.
Wasn't Austin Rivers doing that a couple years ago? Austin Rivers
did that. Yeah, he did that. Randall again. Another.